Hey peeps, HMK here. Off the bat, I gotta say I'm sorry for the huge delay in videos and in streams because recently I actually got hit with a nasty cold flu thing that had me bedridden and my voice was pretty dismantled. But I feel a lot better now, but you could probably still hear it in my voice. But let's get this show on the road because finally it's time to give my full thoughts on the epilogue of Kingdom Hearts 3. And don't worry, because of this, I had a lot of time to write out all the next Kingdom Hearts videos that's gonna be going onto my channel, so get ready for that. Of course, huge endgame spoilers ahead for this video. There is your warning, let's get into it. Okay, right off the bat, can I say that honestly this could have been a secret movie for Kingdom Hearts 3, so much that I consider the game to have two secret endings, because this along with the actual secret movie is a crazy combo. So the epilogue starts with the no-name Keyblade falling to the ground of the Keyblade graveyard, presumably from Scarlet Adakylum after the final battle against Xehanort, and then a black coat picks it up saying that it's finally back where it belongs. But wait, that voice. Oh baby, we cook it. Next up, 4 of the 5 foretellers mysteriously appear in one piece, one from each intersecting part of the X at the Keyblade graveyard, and they are Ira, Envy, Aced, and Gula. Ava is missing, but we'll get to that in a bit. After Ira asks if the coat brought them back, it is revealed that the coat is indeed Lushu, and Lushu is Xigbar. Whoa! Now that's a welcome twist because personally I love Xigbar as a character in his own right, and to see that not only did he survive the Keyblade War, but apparently he'll be a crazy important character moving forward just gets me all giddy. So Lushu, or Xigbar, I mean I'm just gonna keep calling him Lushu since we already got that reveal, explains that he's been hopping from body to body in order to live out to this point in time to fulfill a role granted to him by the Master of Masters. While in Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, the role that was explained to us was that all he needed to do was to hide the black box, pass down the no-name Keyblade so that I can witness the events of the future in which the Master of Masters can log it into the Book of Prophecies. But from Lushu's words, it seems that there is an additional aspect to that role as well. When he is pressed by his companions about his role and that Ava wasn't there, he made a remark that Ava did what she had to do and he had to do what he had to do, and that he was ready to disclose his role, saying that he hopes they like long stories while looking at the black box. All the while, Maleficent and Pete watch from a distance, visibly angered. And then it flashes back to young Xehanort and young Ericus after their chess match, and then young Ericus starts setting up another game, giving young Xehanort 7 black pieces that symbolize the 5 foretellers, Lushu, and the symbol on the Book of Prophecies, which I want to assume represents the Master of Masters because he wrote it, get it? And when young Xehanort questions about young Ericus' side, the boy in white merely uses one piece, Sora's piece, and says, "Just watch." Boy, this is obviously a clear-cut allusion to what the next saga of Kingdom Hearts could be based on, Sora matching up against the Lost Masters. Trust me when I say I'm incredibly excited for this advent, and boy oh boy, y'all better catch up with Union Cross, but there's a bunch of things to go over. First up, yo, Lushu is Xigbar, that's nuts and I love the twist, but I gotta address something first when tackling this. Xigbar, or Lushu, still has Xehanort's golden eyes. There is a bit of discrepancy with that since we see a presumably younger than young Xehanort, the boy in black, with his eyes being silver, but young Xehanort, who could be older than that version, has golden eyes, longer hair, taller, etc, etc. But that's a whole other can of worms for another video. But with that being said, I think I can make sense of this. Some people believe that Lushu gave Master Xehanort the golden eyes, but that doesn't make sense as young Xehanort had the golden eyes long before he met Lushu and even got the no-name Keyblade, thus not even being on Lushu's radar. Also, Braig, who is Lushu, had brown eyes and rounded ears before Xehanort fragmented his heart to his, as you can see later in Birth by Sleep and confirmed in Dream Drop Distance. Also, Namor has gone on record saying that the eye color is that it's a question of whether or not they're deeply connected to Xehanort when referring to Saïx and Xigbar, and afterwards, Braig's ears become sharper and his brown eyes change to gold. This is because he was influenced by Xehanort, who he was working with, when talking about the traits of Xehanort being influenced onto others from the Birth by Sleep Ultimania. When combining this with the fact that Xigbar was constantly using the guise of trying to get his own Keyblade, and in Kingdom Hearts 3 he said that Xehanort promised to bequeath his to Xigbar, my guess is that Xehanort never did and Xigbar only held onto his heart fragment so that he can wield his old Keyblade again, since technically it still belongs to Xehanort. This is even hinted out harder in some of the secret reports in Kingdom Hearts 3, where Report 12, which can obviously be inferred to as written by Lushu, says that he was Keybladeless after bequeathing his Keyblade to one of the new Union leaders as instructed by his master. I wonder who it was! Another point that I need to get out of the way is something that relates to the grand scheme of everything Lu Shu was waiting for. There's an idea floating around that Lu Shu told Master Xehanort what to do. Well, in the secret reports, it states against that. It shows that Lu Shu was merely biding his time, keeping an eye on his Keyblade, jumping from body to body, and waiting until there was a Keyblade master foolish enough to reenact the Keyblade War that would rise up, and all he had to do was help out this dude in order to further his own plans, as stated in secret reports 12 and 13. Specifically in 13, he says that he only needs to play the role of a fool desirous of the Keyblade's power. I will don the mask of his ally in order to keep watch over my Keyblade from close by. So Lu Shu wasn't puppeteering Xehanort, he was just waiting for someone like him to start something, and he was there to make sure it followed through. Because of this, in the secret reports, it also states that thanks to these events coming to fruition, not only will the Lost Masters awaken, but he will return. He more likely means the Master of Masters, especially since we got the hints of that in the end game from the new chess match. So what do I get all this? Well, I believe that Lu Shu, under direct orders of his master, was not allowed to directly interfere with the events that Xehanort wanted to forego, and was told to wait for such an event, but can definitely benefit from it. And that Xehanort summoning, unlocking, and opening the true Kingdom Hearts was part of Lu Shu's and the Master of Masters plan, and I believe that through that power of opening Kingdom Hearts is what allowed the Lost Masters to return, and eventually the Master of Masters to return. And this was even hinted at in Kingdom Hearts Key back cover when Gula attempted to summon Kingdom Hearts to bring back the Master of Masters. So Lu Shu's grand plan was to use Xehanort's plan to reclaim his Keyblade and to get the Lost Masters back. But for what? And what's in the box? Well, that's what the next saga is for. Oh baby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. The future of Kingdom Hearts looks really bright. So until the next video, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.
So you haven't subscribed to HMK yet? Don't piss Xemnas off.